Hello and welcome back. It's Jennifer here, and we are on part 3 of our 4-part Winter Wellness series. So far, we have gone through an immunity boosting technique in part 1. As a reminder, we are wanting to practice 1 round a day and work up towards 3 rounds a day of the yogic breathing or of the immune boosting breathing technique. Okay, then we transitioned to a seated immune boosting practice. And today we are going to, in part 3, shift to a standing immune boosting practice. As a reminder, these parts can be practiced separately and individually, or you can begin to combine them, mixing and matching and creating a practice that works for you on any given day. All right? Let's start comfortably seated. Close the eyes, please. And just take a moment to drop into your breath. Again, practice sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the sides of the waist, up through the crown or top of the head, so you're able to take a full, deep, complete breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Let's do 2 more. And again. Continue the slow, deep, and even breath in and out through the nose for the remainder of our practice time together. Let the breath continue to anchor you into this present moment as you begin to learn to connect movement and breath. Next, inhale, open the eyes, and please join me on your mat. For this practice, we'll just need a space to stand. You can use a yoga mat or on a hardwood or carpeted floor. I will join you there. We'll come into what is known as mountain pose, or a standing position. So we will bring the feet parallel, hip width distance apart, bend the knees. Good. Lift and spread the toes. And again, lengthen through the sides of the waist, up through the crown of the head, standing tall, and let's take a few deep breaths standing. Wonderful. We're going to move now to a series of warm-ups for the joints. And again, we're using this practice of increasing circulation to help with our immune function. So from standing, we're going to shift the weight to the left foot, come up onto the right toes, and begin to circle through the toes. Doing this in such a way that feels good to you, if it needs to be small or large. And go the other direction, please. If balance is an issue, you can hold on to a wall to support your balance and to support yourself. Okay. Do a few times each direction. All right, and then we'll shift to the other side. Circling through the left toes, ankle, hip. Going both clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, bring the feet now together, please. Bend the knees slightly and place the hands on the thighs, or if you're able to do so, all the way down to the knees. We're going to take the knees one direction, forward and around. So we're circling through the ankles again. And then the other direction. Also slightly bending and straightening the knees as we do this circular movement. Continue slow, deep and even breaths in and out the nose. Stand, please. Place the hands on the hips, feet a little bit wider, and move into circles for the hips. Enjoying this process, getting in touch with your body, and increasing circulation and mobility through the joints. Come to center, please. Step the feet hip width distance apart and parallel. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep them up overhead. Exhale, we're going to lean towards the right. Inhale through center and lean towards the left. Back to center with the inhale. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center, and exhale, second side. Good. Inhale, back to center. Release the hands. We're going to bend the knees slightly and bring the hands to the sides. Fold forward just enough so you can release the right hand down. Let it dangle. Shake it out a little bit. Real gentle. And then begin to make circles. Again, we do a couple of circles in the clockwise direction, pause, and then the counterclockwise direction. All right, switch hands to thigh, release the left hand. Let it kind of dangle and shake. And then begin with the circles. Nice and easy. Deep breathing. All right, left hand to thigh, roll up to the spine, and as you inhale, reach the hands forward. Circle through the ankles, through the wrists. Slightly bending the elbows and straightening now, adding the rolling of the wrist to the bending of the elbows. Shake the hands out. Mountain pose, feet parallel, hip width distance apart, and we move lastly into the head, to the neck area. Be very gentle. We're going to exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come to neutral. Head over the shoulders. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the chin towards the chest as you circle through forward. Left ear to left shoulder. Let's go all the way back to our starting position. And to center. And inhale, lift the head. Now, what I'd like you to do is bring the weight even on the four corners of the feet. Slightly hug the legs together. Lengthen up from the legs, through the torso, even up to the shoulders, and then rotate the palms forward as the shoulders descend, open to the chest, lift the chin slightly, open to the throat, and come into a beautifully aligned and open, expansive mountain pose. 3 deep breaths. Wonderful. As you inhale, please bring the hands together at the heart. We're going to move into some arm salutes, so legs stay steady and grounded. We'll move with the breath. Inhale, releasing the hands, sweeping them out, up and overhead. Exhale, breath. We return the hands to the heart. Okay, begin to open to the chest, to the arms. Let's do 4 more. Hands return to the heart. Pause with the hands at heart center. We're going to move into a standing forward bend flow. I like to show this a couple different ways. I'll start with a modification, a more gentle option, and then I'll also provide a bit more of a vigorous or advanced option, if you will. We're going to release the hands alongside the hips. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. This will work with the breath. This movement will be with the breath as well. We're going to inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees slightly and swing the hands down alongside the hips. Okay, so it will continue like that. Inhale up, exhale down. If you want to add a little bit more, inhale up, exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, swing the hands down, graze the earth. Okay, we're going to do this for 1 minute. So I want you to do this in such a way that's slow, that's steady, but that feels good. It starts to build some heat in the body. It starts to invigorate the body, okay? Starting with hands alongside the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Begin on your next inhale. You're doing great. Keep going. All right, next time you are inhaling and arms are up overhead, keep it there. Rotate the palms forward. And as you exhale, slowly let the arms float down. Alongside the hips, palms facing forward. Just observe the breath, observe the energy in the body. All right, our next movement will be a great opening for the side of the waist and through the armpit. We've talked already how there are lymph nodes in this area, and we're just providing increased circulation to the area, okay, to help assist the lymph system in doing its job of removing toxins, of removing waste and keeping you healthy, strong. All right, so we start in mountain pose. We're going to take the right foot back and step it back just slightly. And the stance is a little bit springy. The knees are slightly bent. If you need help with balance, go ahead and touch the wall. Okay, hold on to something to support you with the left hand. Okay. Otherwise, back foot is forward. You can be on the back heel or up on the toes. I like the heel down a little bit more. It feels more steady, more grounded. Okay, but the knees are soft. We're going to inhale, sweep the arm forward. Exhale, rotate through the torso and take it around. Okay. We're sort of bending and straightening, moving through the legs, through the hips. This doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Do this in whatever way feels good. That we can open through the sides of the waist, through the armpits, through the shoulders, change direction, forward, back, forward, okay? All right, one last one. We bring the hands to the thigh as we step forward, come back into mountain pose, rotate the palms forward, press into the feet, lengthen up through the head, and take a few deep breaths. Just notice how you feel through the right side of the waist and through the right arm versus the left. Second side, please. We're going to take and step the left foot back. Bring the right hand to the wall or chair for balance. The feet don't have to be too far apart, maybe a foot or so. It really depends on the length of your legs and the configuration of your body. We'll start taking the arm back, opening it and coming forward. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as you lower. Switch directions. All right. Bring the left hand to the thigh as you step it forward. Come back into mountain pose, rotating the palms forward, pressing into the feet, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Fingers spread. Feel the energy, circulation in the body. Take a few deep breaths here. Our last pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees slightly, fold forward, either touching the knees, touching the thighs, touching the floor, taking the chin in towards the chest as we hold here in a standing forward bend. You might even have the elbows on the thighs. Relax the jaw. If you're touching the floor, bring the hands to the shins or to the thighs. Inhale. Let the hands help you, assist you in rolling all the way back up to standing, mountain pose. Feet are parallel, hip width distance apart. Let's rotate the palms forward as we lengthen through the crown of the head, and we'll take 3 more deep breaths to close out our practice. Right. I thank you so much for joining me for part 3, the standing immune boosting sequence. And I look forward to seeing you for our 4th and final part of this 4-part series, where we will practice a recline immune boosting sequence.